Alright, Zelda Final Fantasy here, and welcome to part 1 of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, the second quest. The Legend of Zelda was probably the only NES game, at least, that actually had a second quest. Now, some of the games like Metroid or Kid Icarus, if anybody out there remembers that one, after you beat the game, you could play it a second time around, but it got to be a little too easy when you got to start from the beginning with all of the major items already in hand. It was fun to play it a second time around, but sometimes too easy. Whereas this game, you start the second time with absolutely nothing. Most of the levels have been switched around. All of the interiors of the levels are different. You get different items in some of them. All of the heart containers, the note to buy potions, and a lot of the free rupee caves have also been moved around. So it's basically like a whole new game. And it's a little bit tougher too. But anyway, with all that in mind, now that's the one I used for the first quest. Note the 0 under my name. No deaths. Didn't die at all throughout the entire first quest. Now the second one will be totally different. Partially because I'm going to be skipping around, at least to start out. Get a few items early. Now, I could, if I wanted to, edit out all of my deaths in this game and that kind of stuff, but something tells me I'd be spending more time editing stuff out than it's worth it. So, you have to have the skills of a Hollywood movie maker to edit them all out. Because, see what I mean? Oh well, it's just a game. It's not like if I die in the game, I'm gonna die for real. I mean, what are we talking about? The silly Nightmare on Elm Street movies here? And by the way, Nightmare on Elm Street fans, don't get pissed off at me. I mean, they are good movies if you're into comedies. That's about all, as far as I'm concerned, that's about all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are good comedies. Sure as hell aren't scary. I never thought Nightmare on Elm Street was scary from the first time I saw it as a 15-year-old kid on cable in the 80s. Freddy Krueger was more a comedian than a horror villain. And the idea that if you die in your dreams, you die for real? Please. If that was the case, everybody on Earth would probably be dead by now, because I'm sure we've all had a dream where we died in the dream. Anyways, getting away from the comedy, so-called horror comedy films of Nightmare on Elm Street and back into this. This is another one of the reasons the second quest is a little more difficult. In the first quest, you didn't have these until level 5. And by then, you already had the white sword, if not the magical sword. You had the blue ring. A lot easier to kill, in other words. Now I know I'm skipping ahead. Yes, I can count. I'm just trying to get the item out of here, which in this case is the flute. I'm going to try to leave a couple of these guys alive, so that when I'm trying to make my way out of here, I won't have to fight a whole room full of them again. Alright, leave him for now. Well, I don't have any bombs, so I can't get the key out of the room to the right. But the way I'm going, I'm not going to live long enough to get to where I'm going anyways. So, see what I mean? Something tells me I'm about to die for a second time. Now, he gives you a key, or leaves one behind when you kill him, but I'm not even going to mess with him right now. I'm going to try, that is, to get... This is one of the things that kind of happened by accident. Was just going to put a bomb down there. Pushed a little too hard on the player controller and ended up going right through the wall. Like, huh? And there's the flute. Now, if I can get out of here alive, I will, but if not, oh well. That beeping is getting annoying. Oops. Oh well. Died again. What a pity. Oh well, I got what I came in there for. Not gonna use it just yet. Head over to the Lost Woods. Now the way through the Lost Woods is still the same in the second quest as it was in the first. Up, left, down, left, or northwest, southwest. Oh shoot. Get one of the free heart containers in the second quest. If I don't get killed trying, that is. Now, of course, you want to take the heart container because you can always get potions later. Granted, you have to pay for them, but use the flute here and open up. Oops! Didn't stay down there long enough for it to open up. And here is level 6. Once again, this is just the way I like to play the game. Some people like to try playing it swordless, or some people like to try to play it with just the wooden sword the whole game. I mean, if you're looking to try to make the game more difficult, that's definitely a good way to do it. Dang it. Probably gonna die another 5 times in here. Trying to get the item treasure out of this level. Stupid. Ugh. Ah! Almost made it unhit. Damn it. I suck at this worse than I thought I would. Well, in my defense, it has been many years since I've played this quest. Oh, no way. Damn it, I suck. Well, be back to embarrass myself a little more in part 2. Until then, see ya.